Taaffe, you've had many great days in racing, but winning a Gold Cup with Kicking King is surely hard to top.
Yeah, I mean that was a spectacular day, thank God. Everything went well on the day. I suppose he'd been a very progressive horse all along and promised that he might deliver, and we had a big hiccup prior to it with the horse's well-being, and then thankfully he came back well, as I say, in the day. But he put up such an exemplary performance. For me, definitely was the best day I've had in racing so far, and one we will never forget, I have no doubt.
You're steeped in history, racing history, Tom. As you get older, you're getting more and more like your dad every day, some would say. But of course, your father was one of the greats, and indeed your grandfather before him was involved in racing, so you're steeped in it.
Yeah, there's a long tradition in our family. My grandfather was Tom Taaffe, and he'd many good days as well. And my uncles Toss and Bill rode a lot of winners and whatever. And then obviously father was associated with Arkle throughout his whole career. So the many great days there, and then literally in the fields here next door to where we are here, my father trained and worked Captain Christie in the gallops. Well, they weren't gallops, it's a field, but it's at the top of that hedge where he pulled up. Kicking King pulled up the other side of the hedge when on our own gallop. So it's quite funny that both of them were Gold Cup winners, and they pulled up literally side by side on a hedge at different stages.
Tom, just more on the personal side of things, I know you're busy. You've got so much, I suppose, responsibility in looking after so many good horses. But outside of racing, what do you do what does Tom Taaffe do to unwind or to relax?
Well, this time of the year, it's a busy time with sales. Once you get to September onwards to Christmas, it's all sales and racing and training. Obviously, the National Hunt is the prime is the winter, so there wouldn't really be a lot of time to do anything at this time of the year. But in the summer we play a bit of golf and things in the summer. But I mean, whatever. But then we've a couple of young boys, Elaine and I, so we've got to be mustering around at some of their events as well. So you don't find too many days where you're doing nothing. Trust me.
And of course, around Christmas, when most people are doing nothing, you're probably one of the busiest periods of all for you. Yes,
Christmas and Easter would be our busiest periods. Likewise for all trainers and jockeys and associated people with racing. I mean, the Christmas is the huge amalgamation of everything racing-wise, with such an array of races to be won. So everyone gears for that, and I mean that's a 24/7, all hands on deck. Every yard would have run at a half crew on a Christmas day, so they'd be still doing their daily jobs, and likewise Stephen's Day and whatever. So it's every racing yard jump yard is flat to the boards through the Christmas, Easter and holiday periods.